Got some great news. Let's Be Having Moo's auto-loading wood pack is here, and it is even better than it was whenever we showed it off in a mod preview, but works pretty much the same way. The pack includes 2 trailers, so you have the Riedler first barrel, and then we have the Pitts trailer, which I imagine most people will be using that are watching this video. We've got a couple different configurations. Both of them are the same, so we're going to talk about the working bits here. So configuration at the top. This is what it'll look like. So do you want it to look like you have 2 piles of 6-meter logs, or do you want it to look like you've got one 12-meter log on here? How do you want it to look? Additionally, do you want it to be a realistic capacity or unrealistic capacity, 44,000 liters, or do you want it to be 200,000 liters? I like 200,000 liters, but for the sake of this, we'll go with a realistic capacity. Of course, we have wheel brands, wheel setups, mud flaps, mud guards. Then we get the length of logs. This is the log that you have to put in. You've got different setups here from 12 or 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 20, and that is it. So you got to choose from those. We're going to set ours up to a 12-meter setup, but just for funsies here, why don't we do with 6 meters visibly? Why not? Just to kind of change it a little bit. You would also do this for the smaller trailer as well. This one's got the 6-meter on there as well, or the 8-meter. It will kind of increase that just a little bit, and then you can either choose what kind of logs you want to put in. So we got our big old pile of Scotch pines over here, and we are going to rock this over to load it up. Up at the top, we do have a way to enable the auto load, so you will need to make sure that you do that. And simply, all we're going to do is pull up. We've got a really big marker right here, which boop-a-doop, boop, 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 boop. Love it. Absolutely love it. Just rock up and you're good to go. And there it is. So we've got our 2 layers of 6-meter logs set up, ready to go. Now, we can also set it up for the different unloading sides. So you can see we've got the unload right there. We also have the unload left and rear. So I'm going to set this to unload to the left, and we are going to unload now. Bam! And it drops off a pallet. Yes, this is a pallet, and yes, it is liftable as well. So super strength enabled, as you can see at the top. Super strength disabled. And I can still pick it up because it weighs 100 kgs. You can lose it pretty easy as well, so be careful with that. So there we go. 2 perfect pallets of, well, say pallets. It is technically a pallet, but they are 22,000 liters each. We also have a couple buildings with this one as well. If we jump into silos here, we're going to find these 2 buildings here. This will hold 16 pallets, and this one will hold 30 pallets. Both of these actually have a pallet blocker, and yes, you can open it up so you can look inside. So, first things first, they are production chains technically in the game, but they are silos at the end of the day. It is a 1 in, 1 out, and doesn't cost you a thing. So, that is very cool. Let's Be Having Moo has made a career, I think I would call it, out of this type of thing, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys know I'm a little bit of a fanboy when it comes to that. So, let's take a look at this. We come over to this boing, note right here. We click that, and then we get an X over this. So that is very important. Why would you want to do that? Well, couple things. With the buildings, if you'd like to unload a pallet from the trailer and have the production chain set to storing it, it'll put it into storage. If you have the production chain set to distribute, like down here, you can see we've got, we'll click on this here, change the output, storing, selling, and distributing. If you have it set to distributing, it will distribute to other places and won't go in here. So it's like an automatic distribution. Kind of neat, right? So if you want to move the pallet from object storage out here and be able to load it back on the trailer or move it around to use the pallet, well, then you'll need the pallet blocker, or else it'll go right back in. So you click that, you come over here, load it out, it'll drop it here, but it won't go back in. This is very important. I know there's only 1 loading area. Sometimes you would see 2 loading zones here. This one only has the 1, but it does make things a little bit easier. So just a heads up through there. We are going to test it out really quickly just to see. I'll probably have another dedicated video on this because though it is a little similar, we got to do this slowly here, though it is similar to the way that it was, boop, it is not exact. So now we've got it in there. I don't know if it's actually going to show or not, but it does show that the wood is in there, so that's the important part. Let's take, come on, pick it up. Pick it, wait. I'm so used to picking stuff up a certain way. I've gotten so used to that. So we'll bring this over here, pop it in. Now we're at 44,000 liters for that one. I do want to come in. We'll just kind of check it real quick, see what we got. It is set to distributing. So you notice it is in there technically, but it's not going to show, and it will distribute. I'm going to change that to storing now, and you can see it goes boop and pops it in. We only got the 22,000 liters in there, and I'm not sure where the other one went. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. We're good. Just took it a second to kind of get everything sorted out. Sometimes things don't happen automatically, plus my time is set to 0%. So now we've done that. Let's take a look at this. We'll come over here. We'll click this. As you can see, we've got 2 sets. We can only go one at a time, and then bam, it put it back in there. But if we click this, just like that, and we come over here and get one of these, boop, totally cool, just fine, doesn't do nothing. You can strap those pallets down if you would like, or if you like, we can bring this over here, and we can load it up. It's not extremely fast, but you know what? It's not too bad. It's way faster than it was in the preview. And I think without overdoing it, that is it. That is your log auto load. So cool, so awesome. Let's just drop that off. Don't need that anymore. Well, and I've had auto load logs turned on this whole time. So if I come back over here, boop, 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 ha ha ha. This just loads it back up. That's so cool. So log auto load, it's real, it's here, it's for all platforms. I don't know how else I would do this. Yes, it technically is pallets. They are located on the trailer itself. They're not individual logs, but that's really not how it's gonna work. Unfortunately, if it's not like this, I don't see it working any other way. Also say that Let's Be Having Moo's not the only person working on the log auto load right now, so keep an eye out. We may be getting more as well, but for now, this is what we got, and I absolutely love it. This might actually get me to do logging.